Hello everyone, I welcome you all to Startup Academy. This academy is exclusively for ISS only, and we have been doing Statistics Paper 3, which is of subjective type. In the previous lecture, we did one. We had started with demand analysis. In that, we were doing the topic where we have to find the concentration of curves when we were finding the formulation of the problem where the frequency distribution of the demand analysis was known. In today's lecture, we'll do the second case of the formulation of the problem where the frequency distribution of the demand analysis is unknown or frequency distribution of the income is unknown. Then we'll find out today how can we move forward in that kind of situation. So the topic that we are doing today is concentration of curve. Concentration of curves. Now, there was case one when we knew the frequency distribution. This is the case where the frequency distribution is unknown. The frequency distribution phi x is unknown. Here we'll use concentration of curve. So let us denote our terms capital N, capital I, where capital N denotes total population, total number of people, and capital I denotes income of these people, total income we can write of N individuals. Okay. Now moving forward, we'll define two new terms here. One is Px and one is Qx. Px is number of people or individuals having income less than or equal to x upon capital N, where we are, this is probability of x, probability of people having income less than or equal to x, and Qx is the income of the people, income of Px, or we can write total income of the person having income less than equal to x, means total income of Px only divided by the total income, which is capital I. Now let us denote one more term, which is Nx. Capital Nx is the number of individuals or number of person having income greater than or equal to x, more than x. Okay. And Ix, capital Ix, is nothing but total income of people of Nx of Nx individuals. These were the six terms that we had to define. Now let us denote Px. Now we can write Px as Px is nothing but equal to capital N minus Nx upon capital N. Px is the number of individuals having income less than or equal to x. So from total people, we minus the ones having income more than or equal to x, we will get the income of people having less than equal to x income. Similarly, if we talk about qx, then we can say that it is nothing but I minus ix upon I, where we can say that the income of people have in total income or of people having income less than equal to x can be determined by total income minus income total income of people having income greater than or equal to x. Okay, these two terms I hope are clear with you all. Now we know that by Pareto's law stated that nx is nothing but a into x raised to the power minus v. We all know this. Now taking log on both sides, we will be getting log of nx equals to log of a minus v log of x. And from here we can also take log of x is nothing but equal to log of a minus log of nx upon v. So let us take this as equation number 1 and this as equation number 2. Okay. Now we can also form another equation. We can say that the frequency function can be given as d by dx of nx. If we take d by dx of px, which we are calculating people having income less than or equal to x, then this can be given as d by dx of n minus nx, right? Now this can be stated as frequency of x, and this can be stated as minus d by dx of a into x raised to the power minus v, and which can be termed as a v x raised to the power minus v plus 1, right? Now from here we can draw the equal distribution graph. Now an equal distribution graph can be drawn like this. If I draw a graph having equal distribution, means the number of people having income equal to x will be equal to the number of people having more than x and to the number of people having less than x. So if I draw the graph here, let us say this is P, number of individuals, and this is Q, where we represent income. P, or we can take this as P here and Q here. And here we take it as 0, here we take it as 1, here we also take it as 1. When we draw a graph of equal individuals, then our graph would look like this, where this is the graph of equal frequency, or we can say line of equal distribution. Where P is equals to Q. This is the line of equal distribution. Okay. Now in the previous one, let us take this as equation number 3. Moving forward, now we know that our Ix is nothing but people having income less than or equal to X, which is represented by integration of X to infinity x phi x dx. Total number of people having income greater than equal to x is represented by ix. So we have taken it in the form of integration. People having income greater than equal to x, from x to infinity. Now x can be written as x only, and phi x can be taken from equation number 3, which is nothing but av x raised to the power minus v plus 1 dx. Now if we take a and v outside, we will be getting integration of x to infinity x raised to the power minus v upon x and x gets cancelled, and we will be left with a into v x raised to the power minus v minus 1 upon minus v minus 1, with the integration from x to infinity. And from this we will be getting our ix equal to a v x raised to the power minus v plus 1 minus upon v plus 1. If we take v upon v plus 1 as delta, then our ix will be minus a delta x raised to the power minus v plus 1. This is the value of our ix, which is the people having income greater than or equal to x. Now we can take log on both sides here as well. Log of ix is equals to minus uh, log of a delta minus v plus 1 log of x. And let this be our equation number 4. And if we compare our equation number 4 with our equation number 2, with our equation number 1 here, then we will be getting our values as n upon nx should be equal to 1 minus px should be equal to I upon ix raised to the power delta should be equal to 1 minus qx. Raised to the power delta. And from this equation, if we take out the relationship between 1 minus qx and qx and px, which are the income of people having income less than or equal to x, and number of people having income less than or equal to x, then if we take this equation and this equation, we will be getting 1 minus qx raised to the power delta is equals to 1 minus px, which again is 1 minus qx equals to 1 minus px raised to the power 1 upon delta, where delta is nothing but v upon v plus 1, and qx is nothing but 1 minus px raised to the power 1 upon delta, where px is nothing but the total number of people having income less than or equal to x. Qx is total income of the number of px, or of the number of people having income less than or equal to x, and delta is v upon v plus 1. This gives us the equation of q as a function of, if I write function as a function of p, we can state that q is a function, or income is a function of the number of individuals. That can be stated from here, and from this another graph can be drawn, which is given like this. If I may draw it, here it was P, here it is 1, here it is 1, here it is 0, and here it represents Q, the income and the number of individuals. Now we know that this was the line of determination or line of equal distribution. And we may draw another curve which is represented by this. This curve is nothing but Q equals to Fp, which represents Q equals to Fp, which is this function only. Qx equals to 1 minus Px raised to the power 1 upon delta. And here if we draw them, if we say them, if we say it as A point, this is A point, this is B point, this is C, this is O, and suppose this is D point. This curve, by the way, is known as Lorentz curve, and the dotted curve here, which has been drawn by dots, is known as Lorentz curve, and it has been asked many a times in our PYQ, especially in 2022 latest. So it holds very much importance. Yeah. And so the derivation of this Lorentz curve is simple, very simple actually. It can be written as the area of this Lorentz curve, or we can write that the ratio, the in Lorentz curve we represented by a coordination ratio. Coordination ratio is given by rho here, and that can be written as area of the curve BDOB upon area of the triangle BCO. Now here we can also write this as ABDOB as area of the curve of triangle BCO minus area of the curve BCODB upon area of triangle BCO. Now if we take denominator on different sides, this will be 1 only, BCO upon BCO, minus area of the curve BCODB. This one, where the part I am shading. This part. This is, if we subtract from this triangle BCO, if we subtract this portion, we will be left with this portion which we want to find. So it is that only upon area of triangle BCO. Now area of any triangle is half into base into height. Half into base is from 0 to 1 it is 1, and height is from 0 to 1 it is 1. So instead of area here, we can write this as half into 1 into 1, and half into 1 into 1, 2 goes in the above side, so we will be left with 2 into area of BCODB, and 2 into area of BCODB can be represented as 1 minus 2 into integration of Q in dP, because Q is the function of P, and the area goes from 0 to 1. Now here instead of Q or Qx we can write Px. Qx instead of this we can write Px. Let us take this on another page. Rho can be written as 1 minus 2 into 0 to 1 Qx dP. Now Qx can be represented in the form of P from 0 to 1. In the form of P, it can be represented by 1 minus Px raised to the power 1 by delta dP. Okay, on solving this equation, we will be getting 1 minus 2. If I solve 1, it will be p, and if I solve this, we will be getting 1 minus px raised to the power 1 upon delta plus 1 upon 1 plus 1 upon delta with the limits 0 and 1 of p. So we will be getting nothing but equal to delta minus 1 upon delta plus 1. You can recheck the answer. If you solve this, you will be getting this answer. And this is nothing but our construction ratio, concentration ratio of our Lorentz curve. Okay, so this completes your topic, Lorentz curve and formulation of problem on the basis of this, on the basis when the frequency distribution of the demand analysis is not given. This was a difficult part of the chapter. If you didn't understand it, you can write down in comments whichever part you didn't understand, or wherever you have doubts, we'll solve your doubts. All the best. Thank you.